Good evening. My name is Barry Jones. I'm a long-time listener and supporter of WPFW. And I have 3 questions. If WPFW has major monetary issues, how can syndicated programming be afforded? That's one. Second question is, it is my understanding from talking to LSB members that the bylaws of the station require you to submit financial statements to the LSB, and that this has not been done. Please tell us why you have not submitted the required financial statements to the LSB and when you will comply.
Thank you.
And the last question is, please provide proof that you, Mr. Hughes, engaged in the proper process with the LSB before instituting these massive programming changes.
All right, your first question, repeat it, please.
If PFW has major monetary issues,
yes,
how can syndicated programming be afforded?
Well, first of all, the programs are not syndicated. We've accepted, or we're intending to accept, programs that were distributed at a cost that was either significantly discounted and or free.
But it was free.
Let's get through all of the questions.
The answer to your second question, I submit a financial statement to the LSB every month as part of my general manager's report, every month. And your third question?
That you engage in the proper process before these, with the LSB before these programs?
I have been submitting to the LSB over the last year my intention with respect to the revision of the program schedule. As late as the October meeting, I notified, put the LSB on notice that I was intending to move forward with program changes in front of this December drive.
It's not true. It's not true. You admitted it the other meeting. It's not.
I am now a listener, used to be a programmer, maybe a programmer again at some point if Sophie's Parlor comes back on the air. Reverend Boyd took part of my question, and that was asking for specificity, measurable, and time-sensitive details from you about what you will do. And given the time, I recognize that you probably cannot do that now, but I would ask that you prepare a very detailed message, letter, even if it has to be 10 pages, 10 lines or 10 pages, whatever is necessary, addressed to this community that you distribute yourself, that tells us what your specific action items will be coming out of this meeting, how we will measure you, and the time by which each of those action items will be accomplished. For the LSB and your supervisor, Summer Reese, I would ask for you to prepare how you will hold him accountable for achieving each of these items as his supervisors. And regarding the LSB that has failed to evaluate John in the last 2 years, community, I want you to recognize that we are in an election for the next LSB. The current chair is also running again for the LSB, as well as several other members. They are part of how we reached this place. Yes. By failing to do their responsibility according to the bylaws. If you have received your ballot, send it in with your vote about whether you want to maintain the status quo with the LSB or whether or not you would like new LSB members to move this station forward next year and beyond if we've survived that long. Secondly, what is critical is that in your specificity, John, what I would like from you is something that is truly detailed, because one of the things I have concerns about is that, as you know, programmers have brought to you very specific action items and tried to work with you over the last 2 years regarding issues that the community has also raised here tonight. Marketing, internal development and fundraising problems, lack of follow-through regarding fund drives, outreach, youth development, partnership with other organizations and other community development from Annapolis to Virginia. We have brought very, very specific opportunities to you to address each of the issues the community has raised. Since the community has repeated these things, these are clearly not just programmer gripes. They are legitimate issues that are necessary for this station. I would like for you to address the specific issues that this audience has raised this evening regarding marketing, regarding internal programming, regarding repeated pledge drives, regarding the move, when we're going to go, where we're going to go, and regarding a whole host of other specific items that were raised. So, for example, in response to the issue about Katia, one was asked, why is she not on the air? You said she remains a programmer. She remains a member of the staff. That doesn't answer why she's not on the air. And you did, then you followed and said, all of the morning drive people were asked to leave. That's not true. No one was asked to give up their slot. They were told. They were given an ultimatum. There was no choice. So that is an example of vague and disingenuous responses to things. I do not want that in your response in the email that you prepare for this community. I want direct, responsive, specific, manageable, time-specific details about how you will address this. And LSB and Summer, I want you to hold him accountable. And we, community, will hold the LSB accountable with our vote.